The public rejected Reform UK yesterday. An estimated 70% of people who voted did not vote for them. But the media has almost entirely ignored this number while treating the election as terminal for Labour, which it is not. Sitting governments lose seats in mid-term local elections. Other prime ministers have lost hundreds of seats and governed for years afterwards. Farage spent the entire campaign, though, telling people that a vote for reform would remove Keir Starmer, turning a local election about bin collections, social care and planning into a quasi-referendum on the prime minister's leadership. It worked as a mobilising tactic, but people who backed reform to get Starmer out did not get Starmer out because that was never on the ballot. Anecdotally, people were looking for Farage's name on the ballot paper, which says something deeply troubling about where our politics is heading. It is the same cultish terrain Trump has cultivated in the United States, where politics becomes less about ideas and public service and more about loyalty to a figurehead. 3 in 4 voters rejected reform, but that still means some of the candidates we documented during this campaign have now been elected to public office. People who called for politicians to be shot, who said the Holocaust was a hoax, who want migrants murdered at sea and the cover-up ordered, who called Muslims pure scum and said they wanted to blast them off the face of the earth. They are now sitting councillors, and that is the reality of what happened yesterday. Keir Starmer's future is a matter for the Labour Party, not Reform and not the media. My view is that he stays. Labour needs to hold the line, listen to what the electorate is telling them and pivot away from the positions that have cost them support. The Green Party made gains at Labour's expense yesterday, and that cannot be ignored. But yesterday, bigotry won. A nastier, darker politics took root in councils across this country, and Reform will use these results to claim the country has spoken in their favour. 3/4 of it rejected them, but the quarter that didn't has handed power to people whose views would have been considered unspeakable in mainstream politics a decade ago. The task now is to make sure that majority holds, grows, and turns out at every election from here to vote against the hatred, the division, and the bigotry that Reform represents.